Before I start this video, I do have to warn you that there are spoilers for Legend ZA here, if you even care about that. That includes new megas, major story, and ending spoilers. Thank you, that's all. After recently finishing Pokemon Legends ZA, I knew I had to go online and see what everyone else thought about it. I have to say, I was actually rather surprised to see many people stating their negative opinions and reviews of the game, saying it was an enormous waste of time, money, and overall a huge disappointment. As someone who's played many Pokemon games in the past and present for 12 years, I can confidently say that Pokemon Legends ZA is not bad. It really isn't. It has so many good parts about it that people either overlook or just don't care about. Not to brag, but I kind of predicted most of the story, and I kind of feel good about that. I could say a lot of things about this game that I thoroughly enjoyed, so please take the time to consider these. Although I was pretty bad at it, and it was clunky at times, I enjoyed the battle mechanics. They were fun and entertaining, and I didn't get bored of them. It was a breath of fresh air when needing to battle and progress the story, because if you played smartly, it wasn't too hard and was pretty fast-paced. Sure, it doesn't beat turn-based battles, but it's not like it was the end of the world to have something different. I also enjoyed the characters and their unique personalities, as this part of the game is equally as important as anything else, at least to me. Oh yeah, and I cried at the end of the game. Thank you for everything. I give the game like a good 6 or 7 out of 10. Now, I can agree, there were a couple things about the game that could be better or should have been better. The game should not be more expensive than Scarlet and Violet. The DLC is a little pricey, and so is the game itself, yet it doesn't provide nearly as much content and openness as Scarlet and Violet did. I feel like that's probably the biggest issue rather than what everyone else is whining about right now. The game looks bad. The buildings are flat, that's literally it. I understand that the architecture of Lumiose City is so very important to you, but there are much bigger things about this game you should concern yourself about. Animation, art style, new megas, returning characters, the actual story. There's a lot about this game that has a charm to it that just gets ignored because Pokemon fans are just hive-minded to focus on one category only. There are so many wonderful things in this game that people keep overlooking. The Pokemon look great, and so do their move animations. And seeing the return of Kalos or Unova Pokemon that weren't in any newer Switch games was so relieving. The character customization is so vast and fun, and I really enjoyed just scrolling on Twitter to see everyone's super creative outfits. There is so much to see and do even though you're just in Lumiose. There's so much dialogue and so many side missions and post-game events, and I haven't been bored of this game yet. And still, I have never seen so many people harassing and targeting people who enjoy the game just because. Apparently, if you like Legend ZA, you're paid by Nintendo or a fake Pokemon fan. What the hell is that about? You can dislike this game for your own reasons, sure, but it is never that big of a deal. It seems that, to some people, it's just hard to accept that there are good things to this game. Nowadays, it feels like critiques are just over-analyzing every little thing, even sometimes when it has no real importance to the game or how you play. Again, if it isn't clear, it's okay to not like the game. It has its little problems here and there, and it isn't perfect. To say the game is terrible, to demonize everyone who bought it or enjoyed it or even have a single nice thing to say about it though, is a bit ridiculous. You can talk about the little things you dislike, but give reason. People aimlessly hating on ZA are annoying. People can like things, people can enjoy ZA, and people can think it has good values and was worth their time. It's fine to have an opinion. I swear, some of these people are acting like Nintendo is like their child. What I mean when I say that is that people are saying that Nintendo has disappointed them, or that this is an insult to the franchise, like it is never that big of a deal. It is completely fine to have your own opinion. For example, I don't like Pokemon Sun and Moon. I like the Pokedex, I love the music, but the storyline, the characters, and the overall plot do not resonate with me. This will affect my overall rating of the game, obviously, but I don't go after people who like Sun and Moon. I don't think it's terrible, or what were they saying, an overpriced disappointment. For Legend ZA, I can say it is a good game, and it was my favorite Pokemon game to play on the Switch. I haven't been able to catch a Switch game on release since Let's Go, and I didn't even really enjoy that game. This game resonated with me, especially with someone who loved Pokemon X and Y. I had fun, and I think even though it has its flaws, it is a good Pokemon game. And call me crazy or whatever, but I feel like the people who hate ZA didn't even like X and Y to begin with. Just a theory though. For a conclusion, And I didn't script this part. You can dislike ZA. You can feel however you like about ZA. But I personally don't think it's as bad as people are saying it is. I think people are really just finding reasons to hate new Pokemon content no matter what. It kind of feels like the Pokemon community is just full of people who are negative all the time, and really with no real reason either. They're like following this new is bad type of thing, where it's like, this trend is literally killing our community. It's honestly ridiculous. This video script, like writing, was so difficult and draining to make because I had to like scroll on Twitter and see what everyone was talking about, and oh my goodness, everyone is just so negative. I apologize if my energy isn't as high as it is in my other videos, but this topic just really had me heated. I feel like people are just hating for aimless reasons. Like, they're not giving good enough reasons. They're just saying, oh, you're paid by Nintendo. Oh, okay, whatever you say, bro, or something like that. And it's like, bro, where is your like genuine opinion with facts? You need facts. Like, I don't know. The game is good to me. Bye.